So, there's been a major twist in the saga of Simon Ekpa. The question is, what really is happening? Let me bring you up to speed, and we'll talk through what this means for Nigeria, for justice, and for the Biafra agitation. A quick refresher first. Simon Ekpa is a controversial separatist activist linked to the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, and what's called the Biafra Republic Government in Exile, BRGIE. In September 2025, a district court in Finland convicted him on multiple charges, including participating in a terrorist group, incitement to commit crimes for terrorist purposes, aggravated tax fraud, and violating Finland's Lawyers Act. He was sentenced to 6 years in prison. Now, the important detail. That sentence is not yet final because Ekpa has the right to appeal. Some reports claim the sentence was cancelled or reversed immediately, but credible fact checks show that is false. The Finnish court did not cancel the sentence the next day. So when a headline says, Simon Ekpa performs excellently in appeal court, that requires caution. The appeal is still ahead, and there is no confirmed public record yet that he has performed excellently in that process. What is confirmed is that his lawyers or supporters are preparing to challenge the decision. Let me walk you through what's going on, why this is a big deal, and why people are talking about excellent performance, even if that may be an overstatement or aimed at rallying supporters. What the Finnish court found? The Finnish court's decision hinged on a few main conclusions: incitement and organizing violence via social media. The court held that between August 2021 and November 2024, Ekpa used his influence online to incite crimes with terrorist intent in Nigeria's southeast, support to armed groups. The court claimed he facilitated supply of weapons, explosives, and ammunition to groups in Nigeria through his network, tax fraud, and legal violations. On top of the security charges, he was found guilty of aggravated tax fraud and the unauthorized practice of law, violating legal ethics statutes. Geographic jurisdiction. Even though the actions targeted Nigeria, the court asserted jurisdiction because Ekpa committed acts while living in Finland, in Lahti. This combination made the case particularly heavy. It's not only political expression, which might be protected somewhere, but the court considered them acts of criminal conspiracy and support for violent activity. The reactions? Nigeria, legal circles, Ekpa's camp, Ekpa's loyalists have rejected the judgment. They say it was politically motivated and influenced by pressure from the Nigerian government. They call it biased. They plan to appeal. Federal government of Nigeria responded swiftly. The Attorney General's office said they will take further action once they get the judgment copy. They also commended the Finnish court. The Nigerian Bar Association, NBA, has praised how quickly the Finnish judicial system handled this and called on Nigeria's judiciary to learn from it. IPOB's mainstream leadership, or factions thereof, released statements distancing themselves from Ekpa's methods. One prominent IPOB Bagji lawyer, Ifeanyi Ejiofor, called the conviction a historic lesson and said that Ekpa built a fraudulent empire on lies, violence, and exploitation. In southeastern Nigeria, reactions are mixed. Some people see the conviction as vindication. No one is above the law. Others see it as suppression of the Biafra cause. Some calls for protests, social media mobilization, and appeals to international bodies are ongoing. Why people say he performed excellently in appeal court. When you see a headline like Simon Ekpa, performs excellently in appeal court. That is likely coming from his supporters or sympathizers. What they may mean. He or his legal team is putting up a strong defense. He is making compelling arguments on appeal. He is gaining sympathy or projecting strength to boost morale among followers. However, without verified court records or judgments, such claims are speculative. At the moment, there is no public confirmation that the appellate court has ruled, or that his performance there is excellent. One reason such narratives get pushed is to maintain support among his base and to frame his struggle as heroic and righteous. Media, especially social media, will amplify that. What this means for Nigeria's justice system. This case has stirred important conversations. Speed of justice. The Finnish case was relatively quick. From arrest to conviction, it did not drag for many years. The NBA has highlighted this as a contrast to how many high-profile cases in Nigeria lag. Accountability in digital speech. The decision underscores that speech acts, especially on social media, have consequences. Using online platforms to incite violence or organize unlawful acts can cross the line into criminality. Cross-border jurisdiction and diplomatic challenges. It raises questions about how countries handle activism conducted from abroad, especially when it impacts the home country. How far can one's actions in exile be judged in domestic law? Impact on separatist movements. For Biafra activists and IPOB factions, this is a turning point. It may chill some activism or push more into underground means, but it may also be used as a rallying cry against perceived foreign complicity and suppression. What to watch for? Coming weeks, months. Appeal decision. That will be the real test. Will Finland's Court of Appeals overturn, reduce, or uphold the sentence? International pressure. Ekpa's team might push human rights groups, the UN, EU, or African bodies to press Finland or Nigeria. Nigeria's next move. Will Nigeria seek extradition? Will it use diplomatic or legal paths to influence the outcome? Local reactions in the southeast protests, boycotts, or arrest could emerge, especially if people believe justice wasn't well served. Judiciary reforms in Nigeria legal circles will keep pushing. If Finland can act fast, why can't Nigeria? We may see renewed demands for reform, modernization, and accountability. So that's the gist of the matter. Yes, Ekpa is convicted, but the case is far from over. What excellent performance in appeal court means is still to be confirmed. The coming days will matter more than headlines. Thank you for staying with me. Again, like this video, subscribe, and share so others get the update. If you want me to dig deeper into the appeal court filings or explore reactions in Southeast states, just say the word.